the reality of the league is that a very small number of players percentage-wise is ready and able to play in the league as a 16-year-old underage. You still have 4 years of eligibility beyond that. So, for me, I didn't play in the league until my second year of junior eligibility. I was 17 years old. I had still 4 full years, the same eligibility that I would have had should I chosen an alternative route, and had the best 4 years of my life. I mean, I was a 6th round pick. By no means was I, a super highly touted prospect, but still worked my way there. And more than that, there's stories of players that go, are late round picks or do go undrafted. And one Andy that I like to talk about often is someone by the name of Spencer Abraham. And I think that this resonates with a lot of people. And I think that Spencer, in a lot of ways, really encompasses, what we strive to, provide for our players. And Spencer was drafted in Brampton in the 15th round when I was there. And at the time, his dad was the team doctor for the battalion. And I say this with all due respect, but naturally, the narrative around his age group was that he only got drafted because it was a favor. And I was never in those conversations, of course, and maybe that was the case. But what I can tell you about Spencer is that he went that summer and he had a great summer in the gym and on the ice, and went back and played midget AAA and didn't lose, hope. And in fact, it fueled the fire for him. Had a great year of midget, played a ton, which for development, I think the worst thing players can do is get super hung up on playing at the highest level at the expense of actually playing. He went back and played midget, had a great year, another great summer. Came to Brampton next training camp, made the team out of camp, and put up 30 points as a rookie defenseman. I don't care who you are. Your dad isn't doing that for you, and that was nothing more than sheer work ethic and drive from him. And he's a prime example of someone who ended up having great 4 years in the league. Played on those Connor McDavid, Erie teams, and had a ton of success. What I love about Spencer's story is that he coming full circle, he took university classes while he was in the league, ended up going and using his scholarship, played youth sports hockey at Queens. I think it was a 3-time All-Canadian on the ice, was a 3 or 4-time academic All-Canadian, and actually finished his undergrad in 3 years, and was using his OHL scholarship towards the Queen's Law School program. Spencer has since been hired at Stikeman Elliott downtown Toronto, and through leveraging his OHL scholarship both in the league and out of the league to the best of its, to the maximum ability, he's set himself up for a career of his own. Does that mean it's an NHL career? No, it's not. But it's an extremely successful one, and one that, in a lot of ways, that it's his credit for using the opportunities that the league provided to the max of his ability. And it's a story that, frankly, as a league, maybe we don't highlight as often because it's easy, or as often enough, because it's easy to look at your Connor McDavids of the world and your Mitch Marners, but frankly, as a league, we're equally proud of a guy like Spencer who beat a lot of the odds and ended up turning it into what he turned it into, which is quite impressive. But the draft is certainly a first step. I don't want to discredit its importance. It's definitely a nice feather in the cap, and it's an exciting day for a lot of families. But in no way, shape, or form is that the end. If you're not playing in the OHL as a 16-year-old, well, then you're just like the majority of everybody else. And there's a lot of eligibility and a lot of hockey to be played after that. And I think Anthony Sorelli is another example, a guy that didn't play in the OHL until 17 or 18, and then was on the World Junior team at 19 and in the NHL by 21 or 20. Again, nothing more than dedication. And our teams, as well, are always looking for free agent players, and we have the under 18 draft now as well, for players that may have been passed over in the minor midget priority selection. And so we're always, as a league, looking to find new ways to ultimately engage players and find the best players for our league.